This episode of In the Know is sponsored by Blue Ox Towing Products. You talk about like some areas you think the industry needs to improve, things about like PDI and just letting the product again sell itself. You guys with a Vogue, I mean, you're really pushing, I don't know, this kind of just marvelous, well-inspected product. Tell me a bit about that process and what you guys do that kind of stands out from, some of the other people.
Well, at Plant 1 at Travel Lite, which is our initial products that we've been building for 20 years, I didn't have the kind of capabilities facility-wise. We were really landlocked and handcuffed, so to speak. But now that we have designed our own campus and we have the ability to create what we wanted from scratch, what we're doing with the Evoque product is really raising the bar on the quality standpoint. And how we're doing so is on our main facility, the final finished portion of the production facility ends at a certain point. Then there's another team which does an independent PDI or not an independent PDI, but a Travel Lite PDI. And then they do a whole secondary testing of all the systems, electrical, water systems, etc., fit and finish, trim. They check the whole thing out. And then after that's all said and done and we're ready to truly ship this to a customer, we take one more step and we actually ship it to an independent company called Next Level Quality Company. And we've teamed up with them to where every single Travel Lite Evoque that goes out the door will not only be PDI'd by Travel Lite, which will be the first time that Travel Lite's had a PDI, it'll be also PDI'd by Next Level Quality Coast. We're trying to go to the foundation of how you build a business, and we're trying to start from the ground up. A couple of things that we're doing, for example, that are very unique at the new facility is starting now, actually, any Friday from 10 to 3, customers are allowed to come and have walkthrough tours of our corporate headquarters, our complete production. Yeah.
And so who had that idea? That's
something I've come up with. Yeah. It's part of the vision that we've had for this place. There's a few things that we're doing really unique. So, example, we'll walk them through corporate. We'll give them a full tour of the production facility. And then also we're going to take them down to Next Level Quality Company if they so desire and actually show them the secondary PDI process, which is really articulate. It's very articulate. And
and Next Level, you said that's a RV specific one, right?
Yes, it's a company that's just tied into doing quality control for OEMs. So basically, we can take a customer that's maybe been in the past bought a Travel Lite, or maybe in the market for a travel trailer now, or even a truck camper. They can come and view the entire process, see the kind of methods that we do. We're very proud of the facilities. We're really proud of what we're doing. And so we have an open door policy. There's no appointment necessary. As long as you're here between 10 and 3 on a Friday, you're welcome to come in and tour the facilities with one of our reps. So that's one thing. And one other thing we're implementing is that if you have a problem with the Travel Lite product and you're traveling, for example, or you get a hold of your dealer and they're backed up, we have a facility here now that they can set an appointment up and have direct repair work done by us. So they have the actual team here that can work on their product, that some of the people which actually built it and use the true OEM parts and not have the delay of shipment of parts to the dealer for replacement and so on. And so it's a very hands-on, customer-driven experience where you buy from us, you're taken care of 100%.
Yeah, well, and, I think that's one big point that RVIA has been making is, having all these shipments, that's one thing. But having people return, having people have a trusted experience with an RV, it could either be a nightmare for someone or it could be an absolute, dream to go out and explore and do it in the style that they want to. So I think what you guys are doing is absolutely forward thinking, and in line with a lot of just what's kind of needed right now. So tell me, I don't know, Travel Lite 5 years down the line, where are you guys? What's the trajectory? What are you looking at?
Well, this year alone, I've done out some conservative and then also some more proactive calculations and projections, and on the more right down the middle line of our revenue that we'll be driving this year. Now, this is combining Plant 1 plus Plant 2. We're going to be up around 320% this year, and that's growth on top of growth on top of growth. Every year since I've become the CEO, we've grown multiples. But
Incredible.
yeah, so this year is going to be, well, you know, I put almost 2 years into this project. We've put a year into the product, and the product hit the ground running. So we're in a fantastic spot. We're entering a sector, and it's kind of an interesting number because I was building lower dollar volume pieces. So now that we're doing something that has a higher dollar volume per unit, you know, once we start to, you know, once those ramp up, the adjustments of your revenue numbers goes up inflatedly. But at the same time, it's true. I mean, the revenue we made last year compared to the revenue we'll make in 2019 is going to be at least triple, if not 4 times.
Right.
Now, going beyond that, we have plans for fifth wheels that are going to be coming out in June. I was hoping for March, but there's been some pushback on the production process. So, and I'm not going to rush it. There's no rush. We have other things to do, but we will have an Evoque fifth wheel coming out. And you know, I kind of want to leave it at that, but we have some other things in the fire too.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. Well, we look forward to seeing what you guys come out with next. Honestly, like, very impressive direction. And, yeah, I got to say, it's just, yeah, absolutely well done. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Dustin, thank you so much for being our first guest of the season. We look forward to, I don't know, seeing you at the upcoming shows, and maybe having back on the show. I think that'd be fantastic.
Actually, I have an idea. We are going to be doing a launch party. It looks like in June for the fifth wheel.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have a private party. Yeah. And nice. We're going to be flying dealers in and some media. And I think you'd be a perfect candidate. So we're going to unveil the Evoque fifth wheel. It looks like we're going to have multiple colors, and it's going to be fantastic. People are going to love it.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to it. And, yeah, Dustin, thanks again, and we'll see you later.
My pleasure, brother.
And a big thanks to this episode's sponsor, Blue Ox Towing Products. And be sure to come back next month when we have Liz Crawford and Frank Hugelmeyer of RVIA to talk about RVX.